My name is Elizabeth Kuruvilla and I'm the owner-founder of Greenshine in the UAE. The name of my company is Greenshine. In fact, it is green and it makes bikes and cars shine. So that's how the name Greenshine was found. We set up our first outlet in December 2012. It's in fact a very interesting concept. Here in the UAE, we have this dubious reputation of being massive consumers of water, and this water goes through a very expensive desalination process. The UAE government and departments like DEWA have been rolling out several initiatives to curb wastage of water. So when I came across this concept where without using a single drop of water, cars and bikes could be cleaned and detailed, I fell for it, and that's how I set it up. Our range of products is so wide that we do everything from headlight restoration. In 20 minutes, your headlights look as good as new. None of us realize that due to oxidation, headlights get discolored 90% of the time externally. It's nothing inside, so this can be easily redone without spending you don't have to spend and buy a new set of headlights, which costs you much more. Interior detailing, which you get your car back the same day, unlike the seat shampoo. We do polish and wax. The wax we use is banana wax. The polish we use is non-abrasive pumice. Everything is organic. The whole range is coconut based, in fact. So good for the environment. While you're getting your car look as good as new, you're saving the planet as well. So you couldn't have it better, could you? I moved to the UAE in 1996, over 15 years back, quite some time back. All my life I've worked in corporates and I've always had this urge to do something on my own to express myself. So as I mentioned, when I first came across this concept, I loved it. And nothing like UAE to start something like this, because in the UAE we have people who love their cars, who will spend time, effort and money on keeping their cars and bikes looking good and clean. Besides, as I mentioned, this contributes to conservation of water, and the UAE government has been very proactive in sustainability development and conservation of scarce resources like energy and water. So I thought if I can contribute my bit in my own small way, why not? That's why I thought I'll start it in the UAE. The big ticket item for me before I could start was market research, to find out a whole lot of factors like how big is the market, are there other players in this field in the market? If yes, what is unique about what I'm going to offer? Is my business model something that's easy to emulate? So once I found all this promising, the next step was financial management, budgeting and cash flow. What is the initial investment that's called for? What kind of scale of operations do I need to break even? What will be the operational costs and so on? And then, of course, the final step was operational planning. What kind of recruitment, what kind of manpower should I recruit? Supply chain, bringing in the product. What kind of corporates should I contact to get my outlet up and running? Marketing. What kind of branding should I do for my outlet to educate the customer, since this is quite a new concept, and so on. So these were the initial steps that I took for while I was doing the business planning. Initially, I thought every car or bike owner would be my potential customer, but I soon realized that my target customer was somebody who loved his car or bike and who would spend time, effort and money on it. Mine is not the mass, auto wash kind of service. I also reached out to huge corporates like OEM dealers who service multiple cars per day, taxi operators like RTA, rent-a-car companies, five-star hotels, who have fleets of VIP cars and so on, so that I could reach out to a larger number of owners as well. As I mentioned, I've worked in corporates all my life. I had the fortune of working for some very established firms in the petrochemical sector back in India, as well as in the oil and gas sector in Dubai. So I had experience in some of the management fields like corporate planning, recruitment, business development, pricing, marketing, and so on. But then let me tell you, nothing prepares you for single-handedly setting up an organization of your own. So that you have to learn on the way as it comes up with its own unique set of challenges. When I first started, I was the only employee of the company. So everything from meeting government departments to do the initial paperwork, finding out the right people, finding out the target market, who I should be contacting. So I would ring them up, fix appointments, make my presentation, go over, take my team over. I would drive the boys over myself, do demos there, since it was a new concept and they needed to see how good the product or service was. So everything was had to be done by myself, which was quite challenging. Now I can afford an operations manager, so half the responsibility is taken on by him. The other unique challenge I faced was, I still face that. Every customer asks me, how can you wash without water? Wash and water are synonymous. So what I find that once I have got a customer to use my service, he is invariably happy and almost always comes back. So that's how I overcame that challenge. I had to hold demos. I would get him to do a free service and then I had him for life, a loyal customer. As I mentioned, the whole range is organic. Now with organic, the smart liquid that we use, unlike water, with water it's water pressure that you use to remove dirt. In the case of our liquid, it lifts and emulsifies the dirt, which is wiped away. So there's absolutely no risk of even fine dust, unlike water, so no scratches at all, unlike with water. Plus it leaves behind a waxy haze which is buffed up, so even with normal cleaning there's a shine like polish. The shine in fact works as prevention against dust accumulation, so the interval between your washes is longer. It seals in the moisture, so the life of your body paint is longer. In every way it's very good for upkeep of high-end cars. Even the detailing, you don't really realize for interior detailing, for example, a seat shampoo, you use so much water and soap which is wasted, which is bad for the environment. In our case, a totally dry operation in maximum of 3 hours, unlike a seat shampoo where you have to leave it there for 24 to 48 hours for the seats to dry. In our case, in 3 to 4 hours max, the whole interior is spotlessly clean. Yeah, so these are the kind of services we offer, which are getting very popular with our customers. I must say my passion for the concept that I have taken on keeps me reading up voraciously on the subject, meeting up with like-minded people, talking to my customers, getting their feedback, encouraging creativity within my staff. That's how I keep moving on with this. At the same time, I'm on the mailing list of quite a few groups now, like Social Enterprise Week, Dubai Plus Acumen, etc. So I attend a lot of panel discussions and training programs that they offer as well. I would be most happy if waterless ways become an accepted mode of cleaning and detailing cars and bikes in the UAE. That is my long-term vision. Now I'm trying to reach out to as many customers as I can by opening up more outlets, trying to make my product available to mass operators like OEM dealers, RTA, rent-a-car companies, 5-star hotels, etc. And I'm looking out for franchisees as well for the other Emirates. Persevere, persevere, persevere. Nothing works as per plan. There'll be a lot of challenges. Have clarity of vision initially, and then just go for it with all your heart and soul. You will definitely succeed whatever the challenge is. Your effort and hard work will definitely bear fruit, so just keep at it. Another piece of advice I'd like to give is, especially in my kind of business, I find location makes a lot of difference. You have to be in the center of your target market group that you've already identified. For example, my Jumeirah Beach Road outlet, as well as the Business Central Towers one in Media City, where in partnership with Green Parking I have another outlet. Both are in fact in the middle of my target market group, and it's very convenient for them to visit us, so they're both doing pretty well.